This is one of the only episodes that I really did not enjoy. I'm pretty much basically one of the people who really hates this episode and think that it's bad. And how a Pinkie Pie episode should not go, unlike part of 1. Now, in my Lesson 0 review, I show a photo of Princess Twilight completely mad at Pinkie Pie. But that's because I didn't see that episode and I didn't know the backlash of that episode. This episode starts with Pinkie Pie telling Twilight that there's gonna be something falling from the sky. And it did happen to Twilight. And it's gonna happen a lot in this episode, by the way. Twilight still does not believe this. Now, she isn't acting selfish in this. She's just saying this in a calm way. She isn't being cruel or anything. Just keep that in mind. However, karma. All I can say is just karma. It wasn't because of the Pinkie sense, it was just karma. Everything that's happening to Twilight is just karma. For no reason at all. Seriously, Twilight isn't doing anything bad. Is this because she isn't believing Pinkie's sense? Then no, I really don't. And we just started this episode. I really got nothing else to say for this rest of this episode. Why? It's really obvious that the torture that Twilight is going through isn't hilarious in my opinion. It may be for other people, but for me, it really isn't. Why? Like I said, Twilight isn't being selfish in this episode. She just isn't convincing. So, which is why I do not go against her in this episode. And when she tries to do research on Pinkie Pie, she finds nothing because Pinkie Pie is random. This is a bad thing in this episode because Pinkie Pie doesn't think at all of what's going on with Twilight. And the climax, well, entertaining, doesn't make up anything, especially that Twilight didn't do any of his magic tricks to get out of this situation. And when Twilight snaps, I'm really getting sick of the Pokemon jokes in this scene. I know I didn't talk about the doozy part, but this episode is so bad, I cannot tolerate that. Why? Because Pinkie Pie completely made that up, and when Twilight actually believes in Pinkie Pie, that was the doozy all along. Here's my problem with bad My Little Pony episodes. They had this ideal, but they really don't know what to do with it for the entire episode, so they had to extend it for 22 minutes. This is why I do not like episodes like this. It just doesn't work. And the torture that Twilight has to go through isn't funny in my opinion because it's basically karma. It's just karma in a bad way. As for Pinkie Pie, she really isn't aware of this. I mean, I get it. It's a Pinkie Pie episode. However, when you do it like this, it just doesn't work. Because Twilight isn't intelligent and Pinkie Pie is just a party animal. And try to use these two characters in an episode like this just doesn't work. Especially that Twilight wasn't being a joke at all. She's just basically getting karma in a bad way for almost every single time. The jokes here isn't funny, and I really do not like the Pokemon jokes at all in this episode. It's just stupid, and it's getting ridiculous, even if this episode is 6 years old. The moral of the episode didn't do anything for me. In my opinion, it doesn't make up anything in this entire episode. This episode was bad. It's boring, it's predictable, and it's really badly karma. I really didn't like the development between these two characters. The moral is weak, and the jokes is just getting ridiculous. I know I didn't talk about a lot in this episode, but I'm never watching this episode again. I pretty much know the moral, and I do not want to hear it again. I give this episode a 4 out of 10. Feeling Pinkie Keen, I'm feeling sick in here because I do not like this episode.